The dark L sound is with the letter L when you see the letter L in a word. There is another sound that you can make with the L sound because, of course, this is English. The same letter can have multiple pronunciations. So there is something that is called the light L sound, and that is the opposite of the dark L. The light L sound is when the letter is pronounced in a very obvious way. The letter is pronounced very strongly. When you have the light L sound, the shape of your mouth is also different from the dark L. So the light L sound occurs when the L is at the beginning of a word. Think of the words love, light, life. Those all start with L's and they all have the light L sound. When I pronounce those words, love, light, life. If you're watching on YouTube, you can see this, but if you're listening to the podcast, I'm going to try to explain it. When I pronounce those words, my mouth shape is very different from the dark L sound. So the light L sound is when your tongue goes between your teeth. Light, love, life. If you can see on YouTube, you can see where my tongue is. It is between my teeth, and my mouth is a little bit closed. Now, this is very different from the dark L sound. The dark L sound is when your L is not as stressed in the word, is not pronounced as forcefully. The sound is a little bit tricky to make, but let's go over your mouth position so you know how to make the sound correctly. The first thing is your lips. You want your lips to be in a very neutral position. You do not want to go wide with your lips. You don't want to go too narrow, like you're making an O sound. You're going to have it neutral, not really any movement there. Your jaw is going to be slightly open, very slightly opened. You do not want a very open jaw sound, like you're making the ah sound. You also do not want it to be clenched. You want it slightly, ever so slightly open. Now, the most important part is your tongue. When we said that light L sound, the tongue went between our teeth. We do not want that. We do not want that for the dark L sound. Instead, the tongue is going to actually curl backwards and go up. When you have your tongue making this dark L sound, what you want to do is you want it to be close to the back of your teeth and your hard palate. It's not necessary that it touches your teeth. It is okay if it does, but that's the area that you want it to be at. If you don't know what your hard palate is, it is the space that is right behind your front teeth. And that's where you want your tongue to end up. Again, if you do touch the back of your teeth or if you do touch your hard palate, that's okay. It's okay. Just try practicing, just try making this sound and see if you can do it. So the word that we're going to say is ball. Ball. Ball has that dark L sound. When you say it, again, if you can see it on YouTube, if you're watching the YouTube video, which I would recommend if you are listening to this podcast, you can see my mouth. You can see the ending sound, what my mouth shape is like. I do not have my jaw very open. I have my lips in a very neutral position, and my tongue is reaching just the very, very back of my teeth when I'm ending on that L sound. Ball, ball.